Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, this is Megneous and welcome to our April edition of our Megneous Revenue and Growth Report. So April was generally, in my mind, probably one of my hardest months so far doing the channel, not because of the channel itself, but mostly because I've just been really busy with things like Korean class and working and making videos. And it's sort of difficult at times to try to keep up with things and keeping up with promises I've made and things like that. But we're nonetheless going to talk about this. It was a pretty good month, all things considered, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. For videos for April, we did 31 videos as compared to March's 34. We did a few extra in March. And April was fine. I believe there were 31 days in April, so we did one video a day. I even did a live stream in there somewhere where I put a live stream video from Twitch onto the channel as well. That was fun. So that gives us a total of 165 videos up by the end of April. For subs in March, we gained 4,708, which was really insane. And I guessed last time that probably what was going to happen was that our channel would slow down just a little bit as the interest in Minecraft dinosaurs died out. And I was correct because April is only 3,966 subscribers, which is, you know, about 740 or so less than last month. But that's okay because we're still growing, and I'm not really too upset about that because, as I said, March was sort of like our gift month where tons and tons of people came into the channel, and it really gave us a big boost, and we're going to talk about that in a bit. So at the end of April, that gave us a total of about 10,331 subscribers, which is totally awesome. We're currently on the 8th of May in American time, and I believe at this moment we're somewhere around 11,500 subscribers, so we're still going strong, still growing, etc. For views for March, as you saw last time, we got 1,197,977 views, which is just on the cusp of about 1,200,000. I actually went over that a few times as the beginning of April was still going quite strong and then slowed down over the month. So there was a 30-day period where we had more than that, but that was still our record for an actual calendar month. For April, we almost reached that again, actually, for 1,182,044 views, which is still a ton, a little bit less than before, about 15,000 fewer, I guess, which isn't really that much. That's like only half a day fewer views, so I'm pretty cool with that. That may have something to do with the fact that more and more people are coming into the channel, and although interest in Minecraft dinosaurs is dying down, it's very easy to see now that my other series have more views than they did 1 or 2 months ago. So although the interest in Minecraft dinosaurs is waning, I'm getting more and more loyal fans who want to watch the rest of my content, which is basically the entire point of what I'm doing anyway, so I'm okay with this. For revenue for March, you saw that we got $2,397.66, and in April, we didn't quite make it to that. We did indeed, as I predicted, go under 2,400. We got $2,014.80. And that's sort of interesting that there's an entire $400 or so, not completely $400, maybe about $380 difference between March and April, because although that seems to be a lot of money, that's maybe currently about a week's worth of earnings for May. There's, however, the fact that we only had 15,000 views difference between March and April, so there could only be a couple of things that can explain that. Either one, not as many of my views are monetized this time, which is one possibility. Maybe the cost is going down per ad view, or maybe fewer people are clicking on ads. I don't really know the reasons behind that, but it's interesting that we've really only gone down about half a day's worth of views from March, and yet the revenue is much, much lower. But I'm okay with this because, again, as I said, I think that March was a very, very large peak month. It was not normal in any way whatsoever. And it's very good because it's bringing in more people who are loyal to me rather than just one series. And although Minecraft Dinosaurs views are waning, other series have many more views now than they did before. So giving my viewers time to spread out and fall in love with all of my series is something that I want to continue doing in the future, so I can deal personally, with the revenue going down quite a bit, because that's where it should have been this entire time. As I said, March was a freak month. It may sound like I'm trying to justify this to myself, and for a little bit, admittedly, I was trying to justify it to myself, like, oh no, what am I doing? I'm just going to disappear into nothingness, and no one will remember who Megneous is. And I think I'm going to make a video, actually, later about that for this channel, talking about keeping motivation and trying to keep an open mind about growth and stuff like that. So I have to sort of remind myself of my own principles. But anyway, a couple of things that happened over the month that I think are interesting that I should be able to talk about are, well, first of all, after I got over 5,000 subs, I was basically in the territory of being a medium YouTuber, right? I'm no longer a small guy. I'm sort of not really YouTube famous, but like, I'm not a nobody, and we're going to be at 15,000 very soon. So when I got to 10,000, I thought, hey, maybe I should start emailing some devs and like talking to people, because at around 10,000, I bet I could get some interviews. I saw Lewis from Mario Cat Gaming doing that. So I sent some emails to some developers, some indie developers, and I just talked to them about their games, and I asked for monetization and for press copies and things like that. And to my surprise, you would be amazed how many developers are more than willing to offer a press copy of their game for a medium-sized YouTuber, a person with 10,000 or more subs. So if any of you guys are listening to this, if you're following my growth and you have a channel that's pretty decent-sized yourselves, if you have like 10,000 subs, which I know sounds like a lot, but I promise you it's doable in time, why don't you try to send some emails to your favorite indie developers and ask them for a press copy of their game, especially if it's a game that's not out yet, like for example Starbound or Monaco. These are games where if you email the devs and you have a decent sized YouTube channel, you can get a press copy of the game for free. And the entire idea is that if you have 10,000 subs and you show the game to these people, then if at least 2 people buy the game after seeing your video, then hey, they're making out pretty well on that. They made a profit, and you're making a profit from monetization, and you got a free game. Maybe sometimes they even give you 2 games, one for a friend so you can play multiplayer together. So that's really something I'm looking forward to in the future, being able to talk to and get closer to devs, be able to get in on the whole like industry, like what exactly are we as a gaming industry? I'm completely new to this sort of idea, so I'm very excited about seeing that. I can't really think of a lot of other things to talk about for this month other than the fact that I'm really tired and really swamped, and that's precisely why this is 8 days late. I apologize, mea culpa. But I hope that next month I'll be able to do it much faster and earlier and on time. I hope you guys aren't too angry. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Megneous, and I will see you next time.